everybody, my name is Necroxus, and welcome back to the Monk Class All campaign. It's our final episode, woohoo! And today we're going to be doing the Mount campaign, the Mount Quest acquisition storyline in the campaign, which is the final part of it. Last time, we saved Brewmaster Blanche's, her student, Brewer Almai, and we stopped her, who actually was a Dreadlord, from poisoning the brew, because all monks care about his brew, I guess, but anyway, I was told to come here and look for someone, this guy, Master Boo.
Greetings, Wanderer.
The quest to get him was this.
No hurry.
Greetings, I've just received word that Master Boo has returned from a long spirit journey, and is currently resting his feet at Morning Breeze Village outside the Temple of the Five Dawns. It's been quite a long time since anyone's seen or heard from him, but he's been asking to speak to you. We will handle the situation here when you're absent, Grandmaster. They mean the Broken Shore. The Tale of Ban Lu. Oh, hello, You must be the new Grandmaster. Master Boo squints at you and sniffs. You young ones have no patience these days, always running off to fight your battles. No time for stories, and even good ones, eh? Why don't you put your fists down for a moment and allow an old man to tell you a tale? Maybe buy an old man to drink while you're at it.
Jade Serpent, guide you.
Xuen, the White Tiger. One of the August Celestials had a son named Ban Lu. Over the centuries, Ban Lu served as the personal mount of each Grandmaster. It was a duty he was honored to fulfill.
And then he died.
But Ban Lu has not been seen since the Legion's attack on the Peak of Serenity. It seems the loss of life affected him deeply. Perhaps if we return there, we may find clues to his whereabouts.
Hello.
Thank you for listening, and thank you for paying for this beverage. Okay. Return to the Peak of Serenity. Of course, this is no mere story. Ban Lu served as the personal mount of each of the previous Grandmasters, accompanying them through their travels as a faithful and trusted companion. But he has not revealed himself since you have become Grandmaster. This is troubling. The last time he was seen was at the Peak of Serenity after the fall of Grandmaster Height. It is there we must begin our search for him.
Next one is on me.
Okay, sounds good. So luckily there's a portal right to the Peak of Serenity here, but let's see where we have to go. So I'll figure out my way, and then we'll get to the Peak of Serenity. Alright, we're back. I thought the place was completely destroyed, but I guess not entirely. There are still people here.
Grandmaster, over here.
A senseless loss of life, and for what? Master Boo looks heavily at the portal and shakes his head. I feel like my phasing is not correct, because I don't see anything. It seems a lifetime ago that Grandmaster Height was walking these grounds. While Ban Lu served to every previous Grandmaster, he and Height were the greatest of friends. For many years they traveled the land, connecting with its people and maintaining our fragile peace. I cannot imagine how deeply Ban Lu must have been affected by his passing. There must be some clues to his whereabouts around here. Look sharply.
May the mist
Look for any sign of where Ban Lu might be.
Yeah, I don't see any portals, so I don't know what the hell... Like, even if we fly up... Is there a portal anywhere? Clearly, there's been multiple bugs like this in the Monk campaign. Did they just not test this one all the way through?
What have you found? Let me see. A trail of paw prints. Where might they lead? Wait for me, please. These old bones aren't what they used to be.
Get out of here. I'm sick of waiting for you.
Where did you go? Oh, wait there. Thank you for showing patience to an old man.
This is when we find out that it's been him the whole time. He's secretly the Ban Lu.
Hello.
Oh, now he's going by. Now he's flying off the edge. Where you going, guy? What? That was him, right? I'm not crazy? What? Alright. He's got a bit more kick in his step than he thought.
Tell me of your travels.
These old bones just need a little rest. No, apparently not. That Grummel over there looks like he could use some assistance. Why don't you talk to him while I get some rest?
There is no...
An exciting journey, but wearying. Please, allow me a moment to rest. Perhaps you could ask these Grummels whether they've seen Ban Lu.
Smelly oh my god, I hate the Grummel so much. You, please help! Stupid Hosen stole Smelly's Lucky Do. Now Smelly always unlucky. Just turn around and look. Pack is on fire. Oh. Not gonna put the fire out because then something else unlucky will happen. Maybe something worse. You beat up the Hosen, yes? Get back, Lucky Do. Smelly will help you any way he can.
May your yak always be.
Grummels are stupid because they're not anything. They're just a joke. I hate characters that are just like jokes. Alright, let's just kill all the... get the Lucky Doos, I guess. Luckily, I'm in Argus gear, so it doesn't even matter. Oh, great. This is not a 100% drop rate crest. Why is this not just 100% drop rate, Blizzard? Why? Blizzard needs to take a page from Final Fantasy XIV and know that artificial drop rates are not fun. There is not a single... That's another reason why I want to make my video series on 14. There is not a single quest in that game that has drop rates for stuff, except for what would be equivalent to raiding epics that you can get out of raids that require you just to kill a bunch of stuff and hope you get lucky. There's no... like, every other quest, you just get it right away. So, we should get the last one now. There we go. Thank God we had to kill 7 to get 3. What fun! Alright. I feel like this is a quest where it's like, you've shown that you're kind to the old man and also to the Grummels, and so now I will reveal myself to you. It was a test all along!
What's your lucky?
That's something stupid that the August Celestials would do. Smelly has a new idea. Leave his pack on fire. Nothing else bad happens while pack is on fire. Pack on fire is Smelly's new lucky do. You keep the old one. What? Oh, you're looking for the big tiger? Smelly saw the big glowy tiger. Went toward the monastery. Smelly was helpful?
Shall we continue the search for Ban Lu, Grandmaster?
What does this do? I just have +5 luck. Oh, I just ruined my whole bags.
Greetings, Wanderer.
That was good of you to assist Smelly Mountaintop, Grandmaster, and we have learned more about the fate of Ban Lu. I won't bother with you escorting me to Shadowpan Monastery. I can manage on my own. Meet me there and we'll continue our search.
Next one is on me.
So he's at Shadowpan Monastery, I guess? Huh. Interesting. So Ban Lu is the son of Zuin, who apparently was always just with the Grandmasters, eh? I can get behind that. Anything that has more of the August Celestials, except for their dumb moral lessons, which is the only part of them that I think is dumb and I don't like. But everything else besides that is pretty cool.
Hello.
I've just begun my meditation, Grandmaster, but we may have another lead. Clean up on Isle Shah. Oh, we're dealing with Shah again! Yay! I've spoken with the Shadowpan, and they are willing to give us information if we can assist them with a task of their own. Speak with Commander Shen Li. While you're assisting them, I shall continue meditating.
Jade Serpent. Right.
Wow, we're still dealing with Shah. Cool, I love the Shah.
We are the Watchers.
Greetings, Grandmaster. It's nice of you to visit us. We're mostly focused on cleaning up the last remnants of the Shah in the area. If you could help assist us with this task, perhaps we could help you with yours. What do you say? I am ready to clean up the Shah. Oh, my. Clean up the Shah. The Shah remnants have also leveled up from 100 to 110. Or from 90 to 110. Pay no mind how that happened. But I guess I'll finish this up. Alright, I'm back. I've finished up my Shah cleanup.
What is it?
I cleaned up the Shah.
We serve so others do not have to.
Thank you, Grandmaster, for your assistance. Unfortunately, Ban Lu is no longer here. I saw him heading south, but that is all I know. This fucking tiger, we're gonna forcefully make him submit to me. The Shadowpan appear grateful, Grandmaster. Shall we continue? What is that black residue on your foot?
Grandmaster, I have an idea.
We still do not know where Ban Lu has gone to, but I do know who might. Go to the southeast lives a Jinyu, water speaker Ryuli. Perhaps he has seen Ban Lu, or can ask him to inquire with the river about what Ban Lu has been seen recently. All this travel has done a number on my old joints. I shall rest up a little bit longer, because I'm a fucking lazy old man. Alright, so let's just go across Pandaria. I shall go talk to water speaker Ryuli. Alright, here we are. Apparently, looking for you. Greetings, Grandmaster. It's not every day a Grandmaster monk comes to visit me. How can I be of service? Lily is for Ryuli. I have not seen Ban Lu, but the waters will surely know where he is. There's a flower that grows near the lakes of the mountain slopes near the Temple of the White Tiger that only blooms in the presence of someone pure of heart. Bring me 6 of these moon lilies, and I shall use them to speak to the river. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Man, this is a classic ass fucking quest if I ever saw it. Pointless running across the country for random bullshit. I'll get these and then I'll come back. I'm not having a great time, can you tell? Hey, I had a fun time getting 6 random things. Here you go. Thank you. Ah, the ripples I feel in the water are strong. The droplet does not fall far from our location. Banlu is quite close. Ryuli closes his eyes and releases the lilies into the water. He also keeps walking away from me. They drift slowly to the east. He waits for you now at the bottom of the waterfall to the east. Okay. This way. I'm not even going to wait for you, Ryuli. I'm over it. I don't want to watch your cutscene. Okay. Here we go. Is he being attacked? What's happening here?
Grandmaster, have you found Banlu?
It's you, isn't it? Oh my god! The thing I said from the
Filled
beginning!
with sorrow by the death of Grandmaster Hyde, I wandered Pandaria to reflect.
You are in a tree,
But
do you know this?
in the midst of that reflection, I saw something new and interesting appear. You.
He has those thrall beads around his neck.
You have shown patience with Master Boo, honor with the Grummels, duty with the Shadow Pan, and faith with the Jinyu. It is clear you embody the wisdom, integrity, and tenacity of a Grandmaster. Only one test remains. Prove to me that you can fight like a Grandmaster.
Okay, I'll fucking kill you. I don't care. I don't need you. I have flying mounts already, bitch. What? I can't fight on the water. Apparently I can fight on the water. Alright. I'll use tigers against you. I'll use your brother against you. An effigy of Zuin. Well, I guess that the effigy isn't Zuin's son, but whatever. You know what I mean. Ooh. I'm wandering around. Fight your father, yes! It pleases me. Stop that. I like that it's raining. Is it supposed to be raining for this fight? Because I like it if it's so. Also, this lake is called Lake Kitty Tata, and I never realized it. Did they rename that just for this?
Are impressive indeed, Grandmaster. I would be honored to serve you, as I served the great leaders of our order who came before.
I have to go all the way back there? Where is this? Wait, hold on. Where? Up there? The Shrine of Inner Light. Okay. Alright, here he is. It will be my honor to carry you on the ceremonial path from this shrine to the temple, as I have done for Grandmasters before you. Okay. We're gonna get our Star Wars?
Good luck, Grandmaster.
Oh, they used the Pandaria music! Oh my god, I actually, like, stopped breathing there for a second because of how much in love with that I just was. I love Miss of Pandaria! Okay, so that's the end of our campaign. I'm gonna be speaking... Okay, so basically, if all you're looking for is this, then the video's done. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. We have 2 classes left to do. The Warrior and the Druid in their entireties. I think I'm doing the Warrior one next. Just FYI, although I don't know yet. I've been recording both of them at the same time. So, thanks for watching. But for everyone else that wants to stay, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Monk campaign and what I think about it and what I feel like they could have done better. Let's look at our mount real quick, though, first. God, that was such a cool cinematic.
Where are we going today?
Oh, he talks!
Grandmaster?
Aww. He speaks! That's pretty cool. Okay, so, there's really not going to be anything interesting going on while we're speaking, so just if you want to listen to this, go ahead. So, essentially, what my issue with it is, there's a bunch of little issues with the campaign that they could have fixed that would have made it a lot better. If they want to say that monks are the only ones that actually still care about Pandaria, that's fine. I think that's kind of foolish, because Pandaria has been shown to be very important, especially the Veil of the Eternal Blossoms essentially being like the Well of Eternity, in many ways. But if that's what they want to do, sure. I'll take any excuse to do Pandaria stuff again, because once again, like I've said before, I've been playing since vanilla, and it is my favorite expansion to this date still, and I will cherish any reason to go back there. However, what Mists of Pandaria did so right, let's just like sit here like on this. What Mists of Pandaria did so right was it showed the intricacies and the subtleties of the concept of war and what it's worth fighting for and losing yourself in war, even if you achieve your victory. Like, even if you achieve your victory, if you come out of it like as a changed and broken person, then what's the point? In many ways, and I feel like this is intentional, because Mists of Pandaria was largely a Horde vs. Alliance expansion, and Battle for Azeroth is largely a Horde vs. Alliance expansion, from what we can tell so far. Blizzard presented this idea basically the same way when they announced Battle for Azeroth. They basically said, we beat the Legion, and with Sargeras' final strike, now there's Azerite everywhere, and now we're fighting each other again. But is it worth to do that if we're fighting over a world that's dying because of our own actions? So that the themes behind both of those are the same thing. So what I feel like they could have done is focus.
The lazy yak never gets washed.
He speaks often. Let's see how lucky he does it, man. I'm gonna have to demount him because I don't know how long this is gonna be. But if they should have made it entirely focused on Pandaria. Yes, I know that they like to reference the new zone to the Broken Shore, and they could do that in some specific ways. But it should have been like, I would say, 80% Pandaria stuff, and nothing to do with brew. The fact that there was so much about brew in this campaign was completely asinine, and it like ruins. It doesn't ruin. I guess I wouldn't say it ruins, but it loses the point of what monks are and what Pandaren are. And it's not like, oh, we're panda people who drink beer. It's like, no, we practice like harmony, and like we're striking balance in nature and balance within ourselves, and a lot of Eastern philosophies wherein, and they cover that really well in Mists of Pandaria. Like, very, very well. I was surprised. Although Blizzard has always done that with incorporating other cultures into World of Warcraft. Native American stuff with Tauren is very good as well, I think. But anyway, in Legion, they kind of just forgot that. I don't know if the people who are working on the story of Mists of Pandaria are gone now, but they kind of just made it a joke, basically. Pandaren and monks. Where they made it like, haha, we're into brew, and that's all that we care about. Like, there was so much of it that was about brew. The entire 4th chapter, which would be the finale of the 7.0, about the Storm Brew stuff, that was all about brew. The chapter before that, half of that was about brew. The 7.2 follower with Brewer Almai was all about brew. Like, at least half the entire campaign was about brew. Why not make it about safeguarding Pandaria against the Legion? Because there's a lot of things in Pandaria that the Legion would want to get their hands on. The Shah, for one, so there could be a storyline. We've seen the Legion before experimenting with Fel and Void energies together. There was that boss in Hellfire Citadel, Zul Horik, or whatever his name was, that elemental that was Fel and Void. They could have been looking into the Shah. Yes, the Shah is dying off because the heart of Yisaraj is gone now, but there still is Shah remnants. We just saw it in the storyline. So maybe they're trying to like cultivate the Shah to use against us, because the Shah is very corrupting and very subtle in its corruption, which would be a perfect Legion weapon. So they could have gone that route. We could have had a quest chain where we were trying to help Shadowpan Monastery, maybe it gets attacked by like a Shah explosion and like a big resurgence of Shah, and everyone's like, holy shit, I thought we had dealt with this, and then we find out that the Legion has been like experimenting on it or trying to bring it back. That could have been a storyline. Another one that I really wanted them to touch on, but they didn't, was the Mantid, because the entire aspect of the Mantid as a race and as a villainous antagonistic group against the players is there's a shit ton of them. They breed like crazy, and the way that their prime warriors become that are just them throwing hundreds of thousands of their bodies against the Pandaren and the Shadowpan, and most of them dying, but the ones who don't come back and become greater warriors. So, I know...
The wise monk chooses their own style, rather than letting popular
Thank you,
dictate.
Banlu. So, what I would have liked to see, and piggybacking off of that, Empress Shek'Zir is dead, which was the Mantid Empress. The Klaxi are all gone, which were the ruling council. So, in theory, most of the Mantid should be gone. But what I would have liked to see is the ones that survived. Maybe the Legion does what they always do, and they're trying to infect or corrupt the few Mantid that are left into joining the Legion because they're very powerful warriors. So maybe we end up going to... Alright. Sorry about the cut there. So like I was saying with the Mantid, I would have loved to have seen a storyline where maybe the Mantid attack... let's see, what's that village called? In Pandaria. The one that we defend before. This one over here. Stoneplow. Maybe the Mantid suddenly attack. Maybe there's a few or like a small group of them that attack Stoneplow again. Or maybe the Veil of the Eternal Blossoms. And maybe we go there to investigate and we find out that there are Mantid who are like corrupted now. There are like Mantid who have like Burning Legion or Fel elements to them. And we're like, what the fuck is going on there? So we go to the Dreadwaste and we could... Basically, they could also use this as an example of, and it's something that I love when they do it in the game, and they don't do it nearly enough. We get to see older storylines updated, and what has happened since we've been there last. So we go to the Dreadwaste. We go, we can go to Klaxi Vest. We can see what happened to the remnants of the Klaxi. And they're probably all dead, because we killed all of them in Siege of Orgrimmar. So maybe it's like abandoned. Maybe there's like an egg or two there that you see and you're like, oh, maybe it's how you can come back eventually or something. And maybe we find out that when we go there, we get like ambushed by some of these Klaxi that are like with the Legion now. But when another one comes down and helps help us fight them off. Maybe he's a Paragon that we just didn't see in Miss Pandaria because he was just trapped in amber somewhere else and we just didn't get to him. And he broke free. Maybe when all the Klaxi died, the amber kind of lost its resonance, because that was a big thing. The amber and the resonance that it had, which made it so strong. Maybe all the Klaxi dying kind of like negated that, and he broke free. And he's not happy, or she, I guess. Although I guess it wouldn't be a she. It could be a she though, if they wanted to make it the only like a queen or something. But anyway, and maybe they are not happy with their people joining the being enslaved by the Legion. Maybe they see it as weak. Maybe they see it as whatever. They don't have to be super great allies, but they help us, and we help them stop a Klaxi invasion by Fel Klaxi, and we end up recruiting a Klaxi on our team. Like, how fucking cool would that be? We can clearly see that you really don't have to be a monk follower. There were several, champions that we got specifically. Who were the ones? Ajira and Brewer Almai, both of them basically said we are not monks, but they kind of just brute forced them into the monk role. So if we had a Klaxi, we could have said like, oh, the Klaxi's that's a Windwalker monk, whatever. So we could have done that. We could have had a Jinyu. Once again, I think we should have had Clever Ashio from the Tian Monastery here as a Mistweaver, because he is a Mistweaver. You see him in Miss Pandaria, you interact with him, you have to fight him for a quest. Why not have a Jinyu? Because that would vary up what we have, because we have a Pandaren, another Pandaren, and then we have nobody Night Elf, nobody Dwarf, and nobody Troll. Terranzu, I love Terranzu. I'm glad he's there. The Monkey King, sure. Chen Stormstout, yes. Lily, replace her with Clever Ashio. Or Brewer Almai. Either one, whatever, because they're both Mistweavers. So that's what I would do there. Let's see, furthermore, where the hell are G Firepaw and Asa Cloudsong? Cloudsong? Whatever her name is. Where are G and Asa? Why are they not here? They're from the Wandering Isle! Why would they not... I'm sure they would somehow hear that it got attacked and like the whole monk order was nearly destroyed in Pandaria. They're still monks. And they were like the most promising students here when you do the intro. Why are they not at least showing up to see what's going on? They don't have to join the player, but they can still be involved in the campaign, much like Velen is. I said this in the last video, much like Velen is and Moira is. So, like, why aren't they? It makes no sense that they're not here. Furthermore, we could have another different follower. We could have a Mogu. So let's say that the Legion are trying to get some kind of remnant of the Thunder King that's still left, and maybe the Mogu. Maybe there's not many Mogu left, and we end up having to go to Thunder Isle, or Isle of Thunder. And maybe there's some Legion stuff going on there, and the Mogu are certainly not a race that would want to be subjugated under the Legion, so they would actually be allies with us in that case. We could have done something like that, and we could have had a Mogu follower. How cool would that have been? There's so much more they could have done. The Veil of the Eternal Blossoms is not dealt with at all, and it kind of was left on a... we'll see how it goes. We're hopeful note at the end of Siege of Orgrimmar where the one tree is being planted in the Golden Pagoda. Like, we could have seen, like, are the waters back? Are they cleansed? Because we cleanse Immersius, which is supposed to be like an amalgamation of all the corrupted water of the Vale. We could have saw that. There could have been something from each of all the zones. Maybe we go to the Krasserang Wilds and we're seeing what has been going on with the Horde and the Alliance forces there. Maybe they're fighting each other again for some reason, or maybe they've abandoned the buildings and they're run down and dilapidated and something Legion. I don't know. It's just they could have done so much more. The Tonglong Steppes, we could have done something with the Yangol. Because the Yangol are hot-headed and very strong and powerful. It sounds like a race the Burning Legion would definitely try to corrupt into their own ranks. It's just I don't want to have like everything under the sun done, but what we got with monks was just so disappointingly boring. Like, it was boring and kind of bad, and there was kind of a lot of bugs in it still. Like there was a lot of different points where I was like, this is clearly not finished testing. Like, and then we saw in this episode the Peak of Serenity. I was supposed to be looking at the big portal that was there from the intro, and it just wasn't there. So it's just, I don't know, man. They could have done so much more. Pandaria, again, is my favorite expansion, and I love so many of the themes and so much of what it has to offer, and just to see it done so wrongly and so poorly and so almost like lazily, and that they didn't want to deal with it because the monk's not the new hotness that is the Demon Hunter, and even then I would say the Demon Hunter campaign was kind of boring myself, but it's just a shame because the moment of the cinematic of me getting on the mount where I was breathless because I was so like in love with what was going on, that could have been the whole campaign if they would have made this like a love letter to Pandaria, and they just didn't, and that's sad. So anyhow, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below about what you thought about after seeing all this, if you're a monk player especially. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for whatever's next. Stay awesome. Bye-bye.